Sri Anil Desai.
From Lok Sabha.
Yes, Mr. Desai, you have 4 minutes.
Thank you, Deputy Chairman, sir. This IBC Code Second Amendment Bill 2020 has been brought by Honorable Finance Minister to provide relief for the corporate debtors as COVID-19 pandemic and subsequent lockdowns have significantly impacted economic activities. With the enactment of this legislation, insolvency proceedings against corporate debtors would not be initiated for any default arising on or after 25th of March for a period of 6 months or such a further period not exceeding 1 year from such date, as may be notified. In this respect, a new Section 10A in the IBC Code has been inserted which temporarily suspends Section 7, 9 and 10. Section 10 states that an application for corporate insolvency resolution process, that is CIRP, cannot be filed for the above-mentioned period. In Section 66 of the Principal Act, subsection 3 is inserted after subsection 66(2), which protects a director or a partner of the corporate debtor from proceedings being initiated against them for a default occurred during this specific period. According to new subsection 3, no application shall be filed for a resolution by a resolution professional under subsection 2 in respect of such defaults against which initiation of CIRP is suspended as per Section 10A. In this legislation, it is considered expedient to suspend Section 7, 9 and 10 to prevent corporate persons experiencing distress being pushed into insolvency proceedings. However, I think, sir, prohibition on voluntary insolvency proceedings of a corporate debtor in distress may result in further deterioration of his assets, implying lesser chances of revival of the corporate debtor and ultimately pushing it into the liquidation. Another issue for consideration, whether exempting the defaults during the exemption period may lead to intentional defaults by corporate debtor towards the financial and operational creditors, since the recourse to IBC by such creditors for default during the exemption period has been permanently taken away. Further, considering Section 66 deals with the fraudulent trading or wrongful trading, proposed Section 66(3) seems to be ambiguous. Taking advantage of the exemption period, corporate debtor may engage into unlawful or any illegal measures such as misappropriation or siphoning of the funds without facing consequences under Section 66 of the IBC and may adversely impact the realizable value of its creditors. My suggestion to the Honorable FM that unscrupulous or dishonest elements should not take undue advantage of the pandemic situation. At the same time, genuine or honest people, honest corporate debtors be given some recourse to the same to save their assets from being deteriorated and save them from the liquidation proceedings. May I request the Honorable Finance Minister to clarify my apprehensions expressed herein. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Desai. The next speaker is K. Ravindra Kumar.